You don't mess with Jim Harbour. Welcome and welcome back, everybody, to the #1 home for film and television lovers everywhere. Today we're looking at the one and only Jim Harbour, played by David Harbour, who is set to return to Stranger Things Season 4. The last time we saw our favorite chain-smoking chief of police, he was tearfully saying goodbye to Joyce Byers before being blasted into nothingness by the Starcourt Mall particle accelerator. We cried and had a hard time parting with the character for months after his death. We left our doors 3 inches open, paying homage to the relationship between Harbour and his adopted daughter Elle. Then we got the shock of our lives and the best Valentine's Day gift ever when it was revealed that Jim Harbour was very much alive, sending us love from Kamchatka, Russia. Jim Harbour was officially back, but according to actor David Harbour, he isn't the Harbour we know and love. In a recent interview, David let us know that we should brace ourselves for a new and not necessarily improved Harbour. What kind of change could this character endure and display come Season 4? We're here to find out. If you're a fan of film and television, then make sure you subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest ST updates and even more.
А зачем солнце? И бутылка столичный.
Now, let's get to it. What to expect from the new Jim Harbour. After Netflix dropped the trailer to end all trailers, it was revealed that the once thought to be dead Harbour was alive and being worked to the bone in a Russian labor camp. The internet went wild and fans pined for a Harbour update. We got just that when David showed up for the 2020 March Liverpool Comic-Con. While dishing on films like Hellboy and Black Widow, Harbour clued us in on Harbour's predicament come Season 4, which will feature his story heavily. In response to a fan's question about Harbour's death, he said, "Harbour dies in Season 3, but he's resurrected in Season 4. He had to make a huge sacrifice." He talked about the great writing and the brilliance the showrunners exhibited with the Harbour storyline and the series in general. Speaking on Harbour, he reflected on the character's journey, saying, "Harbour as a character, I think he had to die in a sense. He lived his life in a way that was sort of aggressive and messed up, and he was into drugs and stuff and didn't know how to deal with his own emotions." Harbour is referring to the tragic revelation that Harbour's daughter had died from cancer at a young age, and that led to the character's divorce and downward spiral. It took the events of Stranger Things Season 1 to wake Harbour out of his lethargic loop. After saving the kids in Hawkins and reconnecting with Joyce, Harbour started to grow, and David felt that his death was the next step in the character's metamorphosis. In the interview, he referred to this process as the shedding of skin. He even drew comparisons between Jim Harbour's journey and Gandalf's journey in Lord of the Rings from Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White. He said, "I've had those discussions with them from the very first season. We were always interested in that idea from the Gandalf resurrection. Gandalf the Grey who fights the Balrog and then becomes Gandalf the White. It's the idea of resurrection of the character. And mythologically, Harbour in a sense had to change. I mean, you couldn't go on the way he was going on. He has to resurrect in some way, so it was a great opportunity to do that. So we'll see a very different guy going forwards. The same guy, but in a different vein. It's a very cool thing to be able to play." Gandalf also has to die to access the deeper levels of power within him and become the White. With Harbour making major sacrifices, he will come back as a different man with different perspectives and desires. This could be a great thing for Elle, who needs a positive father figure, unlike her previous encounters with Dr. Brenner, also known as Papa. It could also be a great thing for Joyce Byers, who hasn't had the best experience with love and relationships on the show. Her first husband, Lonnie, is a total scumbag. She lost her new love, Bob, to the Demodogs while trying to escape the lab. Though Harbour and Joyce didn't have time to fully explore their relationship, Harbour's return might give the couple a better chance at love. David Harbour let us know that Harbour is going to go in a new direction after having been through so much. David also apologized to fans for lying about Harbour's death and resurrection for a whole year. In another Netflix interview with showrunners, he said, "On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it an 11, Harbour said. "It was awful. I'd go on talk shows and they'd be like, 'So you're dead?' I'd be like, 'I guess so.' I just had to lie to people. I feel like everybody kind of knew he wasn't dead because you didn't see the body. And in sci-fi, if you don't see the body," Harbour said, leaving the rest for listeners to finish. If there isn't a body, then there is most likely no death. We're glad to hear that Harbour is alive and ready to take on any challenge that comes his way. We already know that though he will be in Russia and far from those who love him, He will make a new friend in a soldier named Dmitri, who might be the key to his great Russian escape. We might also see Hopper finally come to terms with his own daughter's passing. Fans have long linked Hopper's daughter's death with Hawkins' lab, and David Harbour had this to say. So, yes, there is a connection there. Perhaps we may go into further down the line. Again, these are little things that highlight mysteries that I don't want to give too much away from, but I don't think anything is done randomly in this show. So the fact that you're picking up on these things is something that will pay off in some way. You hear that, Stranger Sleuths? Keep searching, because we're a whole lot closer to solving Hopper's secrets than we think. Well, there you have it. Hopper is definitely ready to take on any Demogorgon or soldier that wants to get in between him and his new family. What's your favorite Hopper moment? Do you think he will be reunited with Elle in Season 4? Let us know how you feel in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a big thumbs up. If you're a Stranger Sleuth, then go ahead and subscribe to our channel for more cool content just like this. See you in the next one.